Hello students, today's topic is rules of inferences. This is very important topic in mathematical logic. So what are rules of inferences? These rules provide the justification of the steps used to derive a conclusion from a given set of premises or hypotheses. That means we use some rules to derive a conclusion from the given set of hypotheses. Okay, these are rules of inferences. Okay. See the definition: valid argument. Valid argument. An argument is said to be valid if all the hypotheses are true, then the conclusion is also true. Okay? If all the hypotheses or premises are true, then the conclusion is also true. Then the argument is said to be valid argument. Okay? We say that a conclusion C follows logically from the premises or from the hypothesis P1, P2 and so on Pn. A conclusion C follows logically from the premises P1, P2 and so on Pn if and only if P1 and P2 and so on and Pn, the conjunction implies C is a tautology. Okay, C follows logically from these premises P1, P2 and so on Pn if P1 and P2 and so on and Pn implies C is a tautology. Okay, in this case we write P1, P2 and so on Pn imply C. That means C follows logically from P1, P2 and so on Pn. This means P1 and P2 and so on Pn implies C is a tautology. This is the notation for that. Okay, that means C follows logically from P1, P2 and so on Pn. Okay, note A imply B. So what is meant by this? B follows logically from A. That means that is A implies B is tautology. Okay. We also denote this by A therefore B. That means B follows logically from A. We also use this notation. Okay. There are some formulas and rules of inferences. Rules of inferences. Formulas. P imply P or Q, or you can also denote this by P therefore P or Q. Okay. Also Q imply P or Q. This is known as addition rule. Addition. Next, P and Q imply P. P and Q imply Q. This is known as simplification. Okay. Next, P, Q imply P and Q. This is conjunction. Next, P implies Q, imply Q. This is known as modus ponens. Modus ponens. Okay. This rule is known as modus ponens. P implies Q, imply Q. Next, negation Q, P implies Q, imply negation P. This is modus tollens. This rule is known as modus tollens. Next, P implies Q, Q implies R, imply P implies R. Okay, this rule is known as hypothetical syllogism. Hypothetical syllogism. Next, negation P, P or Q, imply Q. This rule is known as disjunctive syllogism. Disjunctive syllogism. Okay. Next, P or Q, negation P or R, imply Q or R. This rule is known as resolution. Okay. These are some rules of inference. There are two important rules of inference. Rule P. Rule P. A premise. What is rule P? A premise may be introduced at any point in the derivation. At any point in the derivation. This is rule P. Next, rule T. Rule T means a formula S may be introduced in the derivation if S is tautologically implied by one or more of the preceding formulas in the derivation. Okay, if S is tautologically implied by one or more of the preceding formulas in the derivation. Okay, these are rule P and rule T. Next problem. State which rule of inference is the basis of the following argument. Since it is below freezing now, therefore it is either below freezing or raining now. Now, which rule of the inference is used in this argument? Okay, see this. See the solution. Let P be the proposition. Let P be the proposition. It is below freezing now. It is below freezing now. And Q be the proposition. it is raining now. It is raining now. Now see the given argument. It is below freezing now, therefore it is either below freezing or raining now. That means this is the conclusion. Therefore means this is conclusion. Okay. Now here the first statement is P. First statement is P. Next therefore means this is conclusion. P therefore P or Q. P or Q follows logically from P. Okay. What is this rule here? This can also be written as P imply P or Q. That means this rule is addition. Addition rule. Okay. That means addition rule is used in this argument. Okay. Next problem. Show that R is logically follows from P implies Q, Q implies R and P. Okay. That means the conclusion is R. Okay. The given premises are P implies Q, Q implies R and P. Okay. See the solution. Let's write step, reason. Here step and reason. Okay. Step 1. P implies Q. P implies Q. This is in given premises. Okay. If we introduce a premise, that is rule P. Okay. Next. P is also rule P. P is also a premise. Okay. If you introduce a premise, that is rule P. Now using these two, P implies Q, imply Q by modus ponens. Okay. We get Q here. Since rule T, since we are using formula rule T, using 1 and 2 by modus ponens. Okay. Modus ponens means P implies Q imply Q. Okay. P implies Q imply Q. This is by modus ponens. Next, fourth step. Q implies R. This is in given premises. Q implies R. If you introduce a premise, that is rule P. Now observe 3 and 4. Q implies R. From this we get R. Again by modus ponens. Okay. Rule T. If you use a formula, rule T. Using 3 and 4 by modus ponens. Okay. Hence R is the conclusion from the given premises. Okay. Next problem. Show that S or R is tautologically implied by the premises P or Q, P implies R and Q implies S. Okay. That means here S or R is conclusion from the given premises P or Q, P implies R and Q implies S. Okay. See the solution. Reason. See the solution. Step, reason. First step, P or Q. This is in given premises. Okay. That's why rule P. If you introduce a premise, that is rule P. Second one. This can be written as negation P implies Q. Using rule T, using 1 and P implies Q is equivalent to negation P or Q. So you know that P implies Q is equivalent to negation P or Q. That's why here P or Q can be written as negation P implies Q. Okay. Next, Q implies S. Q implies S. Take this premise. Okay. If you introduce a premise, that is rule P. By hypothetical syllogism, this becomes negation P implies S. Okay. Using rule T, using 2, 3, by hypothetical syllogism. Hypothetical syllogism. Hypothetical syllogism means P implies Q, Q implies R. Imply P implies R. Okay. Negation P implies Q, Q implies S. From that, negation P implies S. That is hypothetical syllogism. Okay. Next step. Take its contrapost. That is negation S implies P. Okay. Rule T. Using 4. And what is the reason? An implication is equivalent to its contrapost. P implies Q is equivalent to negation Q implies negation P. Okay. And hence this is equivalent to negation of S implies negation of negation P means P. Okay. Next premise is P implies R. Already we have this premise in the given premises. P implies R. Okay. If you introduce a premise, that is rule P. Next, observe 5 and 6. Negation S implies P. P implies R. Again by hypothetical syllogism, negation S implies R. Using 5 and 6 by hypothetical syllogism. Okay. Rule T. If you use a formula, rule T. Using 5, 6 and by hypothetical syllogism. Hypothetical syllogism. See the next step. Negation S implies R. You know that P implies Q is equivalent to negation P or Q. That's why this becomes S or R. Since rule T using 7 and P implies Q is equivalent to negation P or Q. This is the reason. P implies Q is equivalent to negation P or Q. Okay. See this. See the 8th step. S or R. This is our required conclusion. Okay. And hence S or R follows logically from the given premises. Negation Q, P implies Q, imply negation P. That means here the conclusion is negation P. Okay. That means this follows logically from these premises. Negation Q and P implies Q. Okay. See the solution. Step, reason. See the first step. P implies Q. This is the given premise. That's the rule P. If you introduce a premise, that is rule P. Next, take its contrapost. This becomes negation Q implies negation P. Since this is the formula, rule T using 1 and P implies Q is equivalent to its contrapost. That is negation Q implies negation P. Okay. Next, negation Q. This is in given premises. Okay. That's the rule P. Fourth one. See the second and third steps. Negation Q implies negation P, negation Q. That implies negation P. This is by modus ponens rule. Okay. Rule T. Using 2 and 3 by modus ponens. Modus ponens means P implies Q, imply Q. See this. Negation Q implies negation P, imply negation P. Okay. This is our required conclusion. Okay. Okay, students. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.